Hey guys, welcome back. I'll show you what's going on. This is a Sunday today, so everybody is off, and this is play day. This is what we do on Sundays. We play with our own shit, except this is my friend Mikey. He's got his little Merc here, and he's got a water pump leak. So, anybody out there is familiar with the old flatheads, you'll realize that the flathead engine, if you can see down in here, the water pump is actually, you see where my finger's pointing, that nut there, that's part of the water pump, so it's actually part of the engine mount. The water pump is the engine mount. So you got to pull the belts, all the bullshit there, you got to pull the upper lower rad hoses off. Then you unbolt the pump, and actually if anyone's never done a flathead before, I don't know if I can show you this. If you can see, here let me move this cable. Okay, so there's the outlet for the radiator, and it goes across to an outlet right across there for the water pump, obviously. Inside that hole, you can't really see, I can't get my finger down in there, but it's right there. Inside that hole is a bolt for the water pump. So I've seen several people unbolt all the bolts on the outside of the water pump and they can't get it off and they think it's just stuck. They're hammering, they're chiseling, they're doing all that kind of shit. There's actually a bolt inside there, guys, so remember that. So we're going to get this water pump swapped out for him today. I got to do the steering box for him. I got a steering box on the way for him, but that's not going to be this week. We're just going to get his water pump done. It is summertime, obviously, and you can see where it's leaking. And we don't want to see him keep adding water to the thing, right? You got to fix that shit up. So I'm going to work on that old girl there today. And then we'll bring you around here. You all remember Black Betty. Black Betty's been off the road for 3 years according to the insurance. I think the last time it actually ran was, I don't know if I've not started it in 3 years. I know for a fact I haven't started in at least a year and a half, 2 years. And if you go to my Instagram page, Rick's _ Old Time Garage, one word, I did a quick little video on there where I actually got this truck, put a battery in the bloody thing, and cranked her and gave her all the good comments that I could and told her how much she was a good baby girl and I loved her, and she fired right up and just ran like a dream. I couldn't believe it. So today what we're doing on my own stuff, I picked up some new wide whites for the front, got those mounted. I just pulled the brake drum off there, cleaned up the brakes, made sure the wheel cylinders weren't leaking. As you can see, I'm going to do the same thing here. Now I'm going to pull it apart. Wheel cylinders, basically, you pull the drum off, you pull the cups back. You pull the cups back on the wheel cylinders, you just kind of pull them back, make sure you don't see any fluid leaking out of there. If you've got fluid leaking out of there, you need a wheel cylinder. You can buy the kits, you can hone them out, you can do all that shit and put a kit in it for $7. If you ain't got a lot of money, that's fine and dandy. I would never do that for customers. Even for myself, believe it or not, I can buy new wheel cylinders at my cost for this truck for like under 20 bucks. So it's not worth my time to hone it out. But we've been lucky so far. The front ones seem to be good. So we're going to get those done, get the tires put on the front. I got some new shocks actually put on it. Then we're going to get around to the back because obviously, as you can see in the back of this old girl, she's got a flat tire. She's been sitting on a flat tire forever. So I need a new wide white for that side. The reason it's flat is because I burnt the fucking thing off and it just leaked air right through. This one I replaced. I could only afford to buy one at a time because they were like $350 to $400 a tire because they're radial wide whites. They're not cheap. But I'm going to pull this one off, pull the other one off, and of course, we got these right here. And we all know what that means. That means burnout. So that's what's going to be put on Black Betty. We're probably going to get, I don't know. We're going to get a good, well, I do really good burnouts. I'm just not like a little burnout guy. So I might get 7 to 10 burnouts out of these tires. By that time, hopefully I've saved enough money up and I'll have the other white wall for the other side. And then I'll just dig around. I know lots of people that always give me tires for free. I mean, look at these tires. They gave them to me for free. They're like new, man. It's a shame to burn them up, but they're free, and that's just what we do. If you don't like laying rubber, there's something wrong with you. So, or you just don't have a vehicle that can do it. So that's what's going on. So I'm gonna go through the mechanical on this truck today, is the main thing. And then pull her out tomorrow, give her a wash. I thought I would get it all washed and cleaned up and thought I was going to give you guys a burnout here on a Sunday afternoon. But I got to take care of my buddy Mikey over there of his Merc. And it's more important to take care of your customers there, or your friends, whatever, first than it is yourself, or at least that's what they tell you. So it's all good. So we're going to do that. So that's what's happening here on a, oh yeah, and the little, you guys haven't seen a video of this Model A yet, have you? That I purchased. I'm going to have to give you guys a video of this car. Maybe we'll do that as the next video. We'll just leave it for now. But yeah, she's just sitting over there. I've been driving that thing everywhere. Just drive the snot out of it. What a good car. So, that's what's happening on a Sunday afternoon here at Old Time Garage. Working on our own shit, enjoying ourselves. Nice and peaceful and quiet, how I like it. I like to have a day where it's just, everybody just disappears and gets out of my life, you know what I mean? It's nice. So that's what's going on. So thanks for subscribing. Remember, the Instagram page is Rick's_oldtimegarage, all one word. There's a Drifts and Lifts. Drifts, DIRFTS, N as an N, and Lifts. It's Colton. He's a good guy. He's a friend of mine. You gotta check out his YouTube channel. This guy's unbelievable. This guy, he does drifting. Local Chilliwack boy, crazy as hell. If you go to my Instagram page, he was over here yesterday doing a burnout in a Dodge diesel pickup with a 5.9 in it. Check it out. He's one crazy son of a bitch, and he's a big boy. But anyway, you got to watch this guy. He's so good at drifting. He's got a car that's underpowered compared to some of the cars that are drifting. Takes it to California. Long story short, takes it to California. I believe it was California. Fucking boy comes in first over everybody down there. Good on this local guy. So he's crazy. I'm going to be hooking up with him a bit for maybe a few projects. We're going to try and get some stuff here together because we are Old Time Garage. We want to keep it Old Time Garage. We are building old school traditional rides, but the younger generation is into drifting and all that kind of stuff. And I know that some of you might be like, whoa, I'm just going to show a couple videos of drifting. At the end of the day, as long as these young guys are into cars, we got to give them a chance. I mean, when I grew up building cars, I was buying 63, 64 little fucking Chevy 2 Novas. I might insult someone by saying that, but they're not the coolest car. They're kind of grandpa's car. But I had to start somewhere. I couldn't afford to have Black Betty. I couldn't afford to have the Model A. I couldn't afford to have the 11 or 12 cars I own now. But I started out somewhere. These young guys are starting out with some import cars. Nothing wrong with that. At least they're into cars. And a lot of them will venture off and get into old cars. This is how you keep it alive. So you got to have a little bit of an open mind there. So don't any of you guys threat and think that I'm changing Old Time Garage here. I'm not. All I'm doing is have an open mind to all of it because you just have to. If you're just going to have a closed mind and think straight on one thing only, that's fine. That is fine, but you're just going to stay there. You're going to stay stagnant, if you understand what I mean. You're just going to, that's it. You're never going to go, you maybe don't go down, you don't go up, you're just there. You know, that's all it is. And after a while, just being there is pretty fucking boring. So anyway, it's always a good time at Old Time. Big thumbs up. Check us out on Instagram. See you later.